Today is another big bank. Today I have such a delicious little thing. I generally assume that it is very tasty. I'm going to attach a photo now. Now look at the photo, how it looked from the oven. This is on a baking sheet. Here's buckwheat. Look, buckwheat with a carrot, well, apparently with a roast. And there's a perch in the oven, a sea bass. And it's in sauce, mustard sauce. My wife Margarita cooked. This is the main dish. There's also this net. So, well, tea here, I didn't finish my tea. And here I also have juice here too, I didn't finish it. Well, I will be so as it is. As these drinks will run out, I will drink juice. Here, but the main dish is this buckwheat and sea bass. So, now I'm going to make the first bites of buckwheat. Yes, I want to. I have read the prayer. I greet all Orthodox Christians, in general, all the spectators. Yes, I greet them. Yeah. Aha, here's the meat. Let me see, there are no bones here. Yeah, it's fine. I should have poured the sauce over here. Well, okay already. The sauce is right here. Delicious, delicious. The salt is the most direct, and such a taste is interesting. And I also missed buckwheat. Yes, I haven't eaten for a long time. Friends, I am on the air with my favorite viewers who come to live broadcasts. And then there was Donut. Donut was under the nickname Goose, Super Goose. Well, this one asks that, well, in a winter hike, he wants a winter hike in places in the Nizinsky district. Well, I explain everything there that, as if it doesn't work out now, it's all of them. We have already devoted a lot of time in the summer. Summer hiking. Here. I remembered like this. Well, I read, well, watched a video recently, that it is warmer to sleep. That is, not when you are dressed in clothes, but, let's say, when you undress and hide, it's much warmer. Here. Well, by the way, we have experience with gribobas. Well, for several nights we slept in sleeping bags. Well, when we got a new hut, we had a new hut. We didn't have time to make bunks. Well, it turns out we had mats on the floor. Something else was lost. Here. And so we slept in sleeping bags. Yes, sleeping bags are fine. Oh, and we slept in sleeping bags in the tent. And we first spread out the tent with spruce twigs, laid a spruce pillow made of twigs. Well, it was warm, fine. There is such a double tent, it's already old. Well, it's true that we didn't use it so often, but we used it when we needed it. We needed it. Very useful. It can be seen in the KLYUKER's Forest Adventures hike. And for a long time, I was also shooting along the way. I don't remember, I'm with him. And probably there is even a review on the channel, but it's also in those years, I don't know there. Maybe 2015 year, when I bought it, a tent. It's so not heavy, light, well, purely double. Here she is, Here are two people, and moreover like this. Well, that's it. The third one won't fit. 4 to it's normal. 4-1 it's like yes, it's comfortable at all. There are exits on both sides. That is, let's say you sleep in a tent, right? A person sleeps here and here. The zone where the head is wider than the tent, the zone where the legs are, it seems to taper. And it opens, well, this lock. First the net, this is a mosquito net, then the door of the baloney tent itself, and an awning, another awning door. That is, as if 3 doors should be opened. Only, well, if you go there for a little while with matches. Well, there's an exit on each side. That is, if a person is sleeping nearby, and in order not to disturb him, you hop on your side, open the door. Jin, these locks. Hop, open. 3 doors. I went out a little, that's it. Jin closed it. That is, if it's cold, it's natural to close all these doors for everything so that it's warm. And it's a small tent, you can breathe everything there, and it's warm in it. And plus, you sleep in sleeping bags in general, it's wonderful, warm, normal. Here. Well, of course, you can't compare it with a hut when a stove. It's still more comfortable to sleep in the hut. And bunks, as if you can have fun, as if you can spread your legs. Well, like at home, so to speak, yes. Well, not bad either. That is, here we are, until we had a new hut. We slept in a tent for several days, about 2 weeks. Yes, at the end, we moved to a new hut, slept there. So, go get the field sauce. No, it's fine. Well, look what a fish. By the way, I bought it in a magnet. It's 349. In principle, the magnet does not overstate the price of sea base. That is, as if at the market I was also buying sea base, also about the same price, about 320 rubles. And in the carousel, sea base is about 450. That is, a markup for 100 somewhere around. Well, here's the sauce I have right here with the sauce. I remember, we had a pet there, where we had a new hut. We had a pet there, such a fearless pet. Well, I thought so, he was this pet. He understood that we would not touch him, we would not offend. That is, it's an otter, a water otter. And she's there. It's like we have a new hut there, but this old woman here. And here's a stream here. I'm so hop alone, but the first time I saw it, I'm looking down, it's on the path bang. Some kind of creature is walking there, such a jin, like this. I'm looking, damn it. And so hop, well, sort of ran to see. And he didn't even hasten his departure. Well, a little faster and in the direction of the river. Well, she herself swims naturally. The paws are so webbed with these otters. Here. Otter or not or. Wait. Yes, an otter, I think. Otter, yes. Here. And so she went there, but then at the end of the hike, she disappeared somewhere. Apparently she changed her location instead. And we got our hands there. That's where we had a tent. Well, the tent is right here. A new hut has appeared next to it, yes. And then it gets old. We hop there and get out of the tent close, wash our hands, let's say. I'm already dark in the evening, with a flashlight on my head. I look at the water like that, and that's where it ages, well, like water. That's just like a lake like that. It's right there when you shine this flashlight into the water in the dark, and there these water spiders can be seen somewhere like this. There are small ones, there are big ones like this. They are like this kind of water spider. They have such 2 legs, and they are like this jin, still swim like this. Here, well, it's okay, it's in this steel these spiders. Not spiders not. Not spiders right. These as there. Beetles, water bugs or water bugs. No, bedbugs are somehow ugly. It's better to have water bugs. Here. And I somehow hop, wash my hands, and look at the bones there. I think, what is it? What the hell kind of bones? Well, there were no such bones there either. And there's like a hop. This ribs are like bones from a duck. In other words, it was a water rat that caught a duck there somewhere, caught it. Then moved it to this place where there is no current on the river, where this one is getting old. Well, there's no current there, it's like a lake there. And crunched this duck there, ate it there. That is, she went back and forth until she ate all of this duck. And then, apparently, the duck ate it all and left, and did not appear again. There may even be fish there. We didn't try it there, we didn't catch it. There may even be crucian carp, even in this old woman. That's when we were rafting. We were already returning from a hike. Ducks. And the higher we were, that is, we rafted down, it turns out, yes, where there were places like the wilderness. There were more of these, of course. They're right there. Well, you go rafting on a boat, they take off there. You sort of float, they take off, they fly some meter, hop land. You sort of catch up with them on a boat, you raft, they take off again, land again, then, well, maybe several times. Yes, there were a lot of mushrooms there. And interestingly, that's exactly where the distant lake was, yes. There is such a place there. From the far lake, well, not far to the stream where we were rafting. And there they found, for some reason, this panther and fly agaric. Somehow, this is a favorite place for panther fly agarics, damn it. By the way, I did not expect that I would see these fly agaric panthers at all. I didn't see it. Yes, the first time we lived there was on a distant lake. We lived in a hut, before we went there to a new hut. We lived there for about half a month, and I wanted a place there, well, as if you look from a hut. And there's like such a mountain so rises into this high-rise. I wanted to see what kind of place it was. Well, there's a straight Christmas tree, you can see that it's high. We went there, and here I was the first to see this panther fly agaric. And he grew up alone. Well, there was one such loner, damn it. We looked at this place, and it turns out to be like such a hill, such a good straight hill, a forest there. Christmas trees all. And as if, well, the area of this mountain is like this, and as if you will go here, and you will go there. And such a review is visible right here. In other words, this is some kind of high point, such a high place. That is, as if you go to the edge, there you can see this expanse, the tundra. I went there to the edge, to the other edge, there is tundra. I went down to the other side, and looked, there seems to be a stream flowing there. That is, if you put up a tent or some kind of dwelling there, the problem will be, well, dragging water, count from below. It will have to be lifted up there. But in that regard, for sure there is a cellular connection that catches well. For sure there is also if you put a satellite antenna, well, so that you can catch the internet. In this regard, there is a very good place for satellite internet. That is, such a good place. Only the problem is that in the water, this water is dragged there. Of course, there is enough firewood there, Yes. And such a place, so high, I think. I haven't tried it there, but there is a connection, yes. There's a connection on the farthest lake, this cellular one. No problem, we're there. I called Margarita at home, called her, contacted her every evening. It's okay. But there, when we are in a new hut, it is already problematic there. It's like a lowland there. I had to look for a place where it was higher, where this connection was. That is, I was looking for elevation. Well, that is, we agreed with Margarita, so I'll get in touch there on such and such a date. That's it. I went to this number for this connection. I searched and searched until these sticks appeared, the connection. Well, they appeared there. Something is not going on, as if there is no connection. Somewhere like these many sticks are normal, there should be a connection, everything is fine. Well, and something like a call goes, then it is interrupted. Then I already know how to do. A birch stick so thin, well, not thick, about 5 meters. Cut off the wand, the smartphone on speakerphone. I'm making a call on speakerphone. Hop, so I raise the wand so. Well, that is, here I just like to stick my smartphone into a branch here. Raise this stick, and that's it. The smartphone is 5 meters higher than me. The connection is up there, it's better than the connection in any way. I hear a call. The call goes like this: Jin, Jin, Jin. Margarita answers, so I'm talking to her, well, talking on speakerphone. That is, the last time we were on a hike, we communicated in this way. Yes, that's how the connection is being established. It seems like this cellular connection is being established. I tried. Yes, that's how a cop lowers a smartphone quietly. I take it like this, well, in my hands. It seems to be normal, you can say so. But it can be interrupted, the cops interrupt. Well, sometimes you get a normal place, that is, the connection is good, it happens as if it is interrupted. Well, so that it was already reliable, that is, I was talking like this on a stick on this and on the speakerphone. Here and there MTS catches, in short, MTS catches there, probably, well, that is, as if you find a high point. And MTS will be, well, it catches normally, you can contact shorter. Contact your family there, talk. But on the far lake, there is literally a hut. The hut itself did not catch the connection. Well, you go up, there's like a hut a little lower, you go up, as it were, up the path, somewhere about, well, meters, now I'll say. Well, 100 meters, no more. You go up 100 meters, everything there is excellent communication, just like that, well, with your hands, well. You sat down on a stump and talk calmly. You can chat there for an hour, talk there, well, or there if you want. There can be more, of course, of course. Here. But in the end, along the way, yes, we had such a bad connection. To get in touch, I had to spend time on the road. 40 minutes to the communication point where the communication took place. Well, you get there for 40 minutes where there is a cellular connection. Well, I talked there, let's say, well, I talked, yes, and you return to the place where you already live in a hut there. Well, that is, you report that the bear did not bite there. Everything is fine. I got in touch that, as if the Ministry of Emergency Situations does not need to be called, so to speak, and in general. As if to communicate. And how natural, yes, hop, the person disappeared from the connection. This is already a bell. So damn, a person didn't get in touch. Oh, look, it's been 5 days since it's been out. Something damn bad has happened. We need to call the Ministry of Emergency Situations. Rescue hikers. The savior. Well, thank God, it didn't come to that. Yuri, hi, nice to meet you. Thank you, Yuri, thank you. That you scared me, damn it. Well, instead of a dog, they scared me. To the place. To the place. Margarita writes, MTS advertising catches even on a stick in the tundra. Exactly, exactly. Well, it would be an MTS with this to say that here I can unfasten such an advertisement for you for advertising there how much there is. By the way, this is an idea. Can contact them. Yes, although they are already advertised, where else do they need this advertising? But this, of course, will still be a plus. MTS advertising catches even on a stick in the tundra. Yes, they were like that. Stick, that's what you see my smartphone still instead. Here it is, you see, here I have this, well, this kind of fastener here, and here it's like a hole. I kind of made a fork like this, and hop here, so gin on a birch tree, and hop it like this, and like on a stick about 5 meters. I lift it up, like this, the gin rises like this on speakerphone, and that's it, and I talk like this. So I had to talk over a direct connection. Well, that is, well, by MTS communication, yes. Yes, that's the plan in terms of when it's better. Well, let's say you are, yes, not a northern person there, not this one. Clean for a hike, visit there, it's interesting there, go to see the edges. Yes, it is necessary, of course, to have a guide, well, that is, some knowledgeable person, who cannot put and show. And this is the most such period, it's cool, it's somewhere like this. But he seems to be rich therefore the gifts of nature, berries, mushrooms and fish as it were, and mosquitoes are already on the decline. And midges are mosquitoes. The 20th of August is there like yes, from the 20th to the 23rd of August, there we found ourselves in the forest. There's already a kind of Nahoni going on. Yes, in the beginning it was still warm, there were mosquitoes there, it wasn't even mosquitoes. And then starvation, and how they would then disappear after a week. Well, because there are frosts at night, they have all disappeared already. Frosts at night, they're all already, damn it. Well, in hibernation there, or everyone kind of froze there. That is, if yes, you will gather there to look at these edges to the north. Then that's how interesting, beautiful, and all sorts of gifts of nature here. These are the numbers from the 20th of August to the 20th of September. This month. This is the most interesting period. Well, it's fun in the spring, too. In the spring, well, again, there are no these gifts of nature. But it's also cool, the sun is some kind of sunny days like this. You can even sunbathe, and there are no mosquitoes yet. Here the snow has melted, the sun is warm, now it's starting to heat up, yes, flowering. Here is its own beauty too. The tundra is bare, there are no leaves, as if all the twigs are just beginning to bloom. The birds are very, very. Here in August it was not. Here the birds did not sing like this in the spring. There are birds singing, there are such. In general, such an ambient sound, such a pleasant air in general. Spring blooms there, berries bloom, all sorts of plants bloom. Something begins to turn green there, green leaves are pecking. Spring is also a very interesting period. And the most important thing is this abomination. There is still no such abomination. Then, when yes, it already appears, that's when it's warmer, time has passed, the mosquitoes have hatched. At first, there are mosquitoes, there are no midges yet, yes, since spring and summer. Then it's like August, here the midge begins. That is, this is with Masha, with mosquitoes. Well, and then here too, you can get out of the situation. Now there are a lot of all kinds of repellents. Well, you put on mosquito nets in this one, you get used to it all. In the beginning, yes, maybe it's like, well, it's not comfortable. But then after 3 days maybe, well, after a week at most, you get used to it already. You're just driving them away. Here we are. You then came in when in August, yes, on a hike. We didn't smear ourselves, because, you know, you're going to smear yourself, it's still this repellent. It's chemistry, it's, well, if you pop it here, it can all flow with sweat. But you try to smear repellents already in the extreme, if so, mosquitoes are already a midge pestering, then you're already smeared. When you go, she doesn't bother. You walk, the breeze blows, you walk, she seems to be flying behind you. It's a midge there and mosquitoes. She doesn't bother in this regard. So when the parking lot is already there, yes, it's already there, well, I took it. Well, try to spray this chemistry on yourself at a minimum, It's better. Jaina coughed something here, poor thing. She coughed. That's the story, yes, if you go to the north there for an excursion, to see something, places, nature. Choose spring, while there are no mosquitoes. And so from the 20th, well, here is the Intinsky district, from the 20th of August to the 20th of September. Such a blessed time, yes. September, yes, then the cold starts already. Dear viewers, well, in principle, the flower bank is almost finished. I'm just finishing up the flower bank here. So I told you about visiting the Komi Republic, the Intinsky district, when it's better to visit, how beautiful everything is here. That is, yes, there, now standing in the Moscow region, there are places to see some, well, take photographic equipment. Shoot something there, shoot a video. In general, yes, it's such a wonderful vacation just. Take a trip here. Well, I think for the fullness of sensations, so here's a good 10 days. From 10 days to 15. That is, if it's like a hop, then from 10 to 15, as it were. Because take into account if you get two places, because if you are not a trained person, your legs will get tired. You will come to rest there until you get to the place. You may have some cases, some bad things will happen there, God forbid. There is a corn on the rub. That is, time must be taken into account. That is, if you are a beginner, yes. We came to the place, let's say we rested for a couple of days, regained strength, then, well, let's say it's a couple of days to come to the place, 2 days of rest, 4 days have already gone. If you count 15 days, right, 15, so 4. And the way back, let's say 2, 6. And for 9 days you look there, you fish, you collect berries there, you observe nature, birds, mushrooms. You are going to shoot some herbs there. Here, if there's a biologist there, you don't know there, you study all this stuff. This is a very interesting activity. Breathe the air. Generally super. Everyone, thank you for your attention. Thank you to everyone who has watched the mukbang. I wish you good pleasant travels, and of course bon appetit. Bye, everyone.